Good evening, everyone. What's going on? Curtis Davis, Conversations in C minor. Man, this is the last day of September. It's kind of cold outside, man. It's kind of cold, man. I'm cold as fuck right now. Excuse the language. Got on my muddy water shirt and a sweater. I don't have my heat on. I can't cut the heat on. I'm not ready for the heat yet. But anyway, I'm in the reggae mode right now. So I already did an episode on Bob Marley on my Conversations in C minor page on YouTube. So now I'm gonna talk about the Bush Doctor himself. Anybody know who the Bush Doctor is? If you don't, that's Peter Tosh. We're gonna talk about his first solo album here, 1975's Legalize It. See that cover? 1975 Legalize It. No sympathy on here. Man, the song Legalize It, Burial. Why Must I Cry? I like this album a lot. I used to listen to it all the time. I haven't listened to it in a while, but a couple of days ago I pulled it out, so that's what made me do this episode on Peter Tosh. 1975's Legalize It. He left the Wailers. He still was friends with Bob Marley, but you know, when he was in the Wailers, they was giving Bob Marley all the credit, and him and Bunny Wailer wasn't getting any, publicity from Chris Blackwell. A little bit, but they didn't realize how important they were until they left. Next one I got is a live album from 1976. Live and Dangerous. He looked dangerous, don't he? Peter Tosh, Live and Dangerous, 1976. Got a few, 400 Years is on here. No Sympathy on here is one of my favorite songs on his first album, on the Legalize It album. Step and Razor is a great song, but that's coming up on the next album, studio. But this is live. This is a great album. This is like a dub. I mean, if you're smoking anything out there, children, you can smoke it to this. If you smoking anything, but I'm not condoning any smoking. I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying, to each his own. But anyway, Peter Tosh, Live and Dangerous, 1976. Anybody know anything about that? Anybody? Comment on it on my YouTube page. Love you guys. Then, Peter Tosh, he signed with Rolling Stones record in 1977, 78. Oh, no, wait, what am I talking about? The next album, I'm tripping out. The next album, 1977's Equal Rights. Anybody know anything about that? Got Step and Razor on it. This is my song, Step and Razor, African Down Presser Man. His version of Get Up Stand Up is amazing. If you haven't heard it, please check it out tonight if you have time. This is a great album, 1977's Get Up Stand Up. What am I talking about? 1977's Equal Rights with Get Up Stand Up is the first track on the album. This is an amazing album. I listened to this yesterday, actually, and it sounds still good as hell as it did when I bought it 20 years ago. That's when I bought this CD. Over 20 years ago. Bought this in like 97 or something like that, 98. African on here, Equal Rights, the song on here. This is a great album. Then he signed with Rolling Stones record with Mick and Keith. Keith was living. He was living in Keith's property in Jamaica, and signed with Rolling Stones record. And they did 1978 Bush Doctor. Yes. What's on there? I keep forgetting what's on this one. Stand Firm is on here, of course. The song he did with Mick, you better walk, you gotta run. It's a kind of a funny song, but it's not the best song on the album for me. The one he did with Keith Richards, Stand Firm, is one of my favorites. Pick Myself Up. This is a great album, 1978's Bush Doctor, Peter Tosh, baby. Peter Tosh, get with it. After that, he came out with 1979's Mystic Man. Mystic Man. It got Crystal Balls on this one. Remember the song Mystic Man? Yeah. Peter Tosh. You gotta get it. If you love reggae music, this is a great album. This is a mainstay of reggae music. You got to get this. That was on Rolling Stones record as well. He's on the back cover with a unicycle. Peter Tosh. I think about it came out with Wanna Dread Alive in 1981. This guy coming in hot. The song Wanna Dread or Alive. Look at this cover. Look at them dreads. Peter Tosh. Want it dread or alive. Look at that. This is a great album. Then also, after that, he left Rolling Stone Records, went back to his regular record label that he was on. And what is this? What is on this album? Oh, Mama Africa's name this one. That's right. I keep forgetting. Not Gonna Give It Up. Stop That Train. And the best, the coolest version of a rock song done by reggae artists is on this. Johnny B. Good. Peter Tosh doing Chuck Berry's Johnny B. Good, and this shit is awesome. Yes, it is. Mama Africa's name of this album, 1983. Next album came out with his last studio album, No Nuclear War. This album was okay. It's probably my least favorite album. It's more like 80s sounding. Vampire is on here. In My Song. It's an okay record. Come Together is on here. And Peter Tosh was the man. Unfortunately, he was killed at after that came out with the No Nuclear War album. Someone broke into his house. Some old guys that he knew, shot his wife, shot him, killed him. Tried to rob him. And unfortunately, there was some people that he knew, and he died a crazy death. Bob, of course, had died already in 82, and it was crazy. There was only one Wailer left after that, Bunny Wailer, the original, the three Wailers. As far as the three frontmen of the Wailers. Peter Tosh got beat up by some Jamaican police officers in Jamaica in the 70s, because he, wanted weed to be legal. He was smoking weed on stage, and so he was ahead of his time. Bob and Peter was ahead of his time. But anyway, that's one on Peter Tosh, the Bush Doctor himself, Mr. Legalize It himself, Mr. Mystic Man himself, Mr. Wanted Dread Alive. That's Curtis Davis, Conversations in C minor. Love you guys. Like the page, comment on it, and I'll see you guys soon. Take care.